Grant Hafley was born in Tucson, Arizona, March 16, 1943. He was the only child of Helen and Walter Hafley. His family home was on Grant Road. There was always the question of which came first, the road or was the road named after Grant? Sadly, it would appear the road is older. At a young age, he showed an aptitude for working with electricity and electronics. He would prefer taking a radio apart or building some contraption just to see how it works. It didn't take long before he knew not to put a pair of scissors into an electrical outlet. In fact, he warned his dad of the danger. At age 8, he built his first large model train layout. It could run 2 engines at once. He was always inventive and looking for new adventures. He was even a Cub Scout. In high school, he built his own wired radio station. It only went for a block, but hey, it was in stereo. In 1960, Grant started an audio recording business, Catalina Recording Service, and soon expanded into film production and custom sound installations. He attended the University of Arizona in Tucson, majoring in electrical engineering and minoring in business and public administration. Between 1963 and 1966, he was an announcer and engineer for KCUB, K-Cub Radio, KHOS Radio, KZAZ Television, and engineer for Copper State Recording Studio, the largest audio recording studio in Tucson. Much of his practical knowledge for electronics and audio-video engineering came from those early days of on-the-job training. In 1966, Grant moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma, working as recording producer, engineer, radio announcer, and television engineer for the NBC affiliate KVOO Broadcasting. While working at KVOO TV, he created The Great Pumpkin, where a real pumpkin would light up and flash when the announcer gave the top-of-the-hour station identification. It was something special for Halloween, and viewers were delighted. In 1967, he became the chief engineer and design consultant for the outdoor tourist attraction The Great Passion Play in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. He designed all the lighting and sound for a stage larger than a football field. He assisted in the construction and operations of that attraction for 4 years. In 1971, with further interest in tourism, Grant moved to Ohio to be the operations coordinator for the Ohio Tourist Center in Cambridge. Almost 4 years were spent in the conception, creation, and design of the proposed Bible Lands project. Although much of the detail, engineering, and planning were completed, the project was never built for lack of funding. Because he wanted to stay in the Cambridge area, in 1974, Grant established AVC Productions, a small recording studio in his home producing radio and TV commercials, audio-visual presentations, and records. The special Cambridge-Guernsey County Bicentennial album he produced featured various local musical groups, including the Cambridge City Band, the Cambridge Singers, and the Cambridge High School Jazz Band, among many others. Installation of sound reinforcement and paging systems, audio equipment rentals, and the mobile DJ music known as Dance Odyssey completed the range of services offered. Many young people of the 70s will remember Grant as the man who brought the teen dances to the YMCA and the summer outdoor dances to the Cambridge City Park. Finally, there was something for the youth of the area to do. He organized 2 extremely successful dance marathons to benefit the local Cancer Society and went to many of the local schools to assist in various fundraising drives. He was producer for the stage production West Side Story and ran sound for most of the stage shows held at the State Theater in downtown Cambridge. Grant's organizational talents were recognized during the 5 years in which he served as chairman of the Salt Fork Arts and Crafts Festival. His persuasive personality encouraged a large number of volunteer workers to plan, develop, and execute the event, expanding it into one of the finest outdoor arts and crafts festivals in the entire state of Ohio. His dedication to the event contributed greatly to the growth of the festival in the late 70s and early 80s, making it one of the largest annual attractions in Ohio at that time. On its 6th anniversary, the festival was honored with a visit from the then Governor of Ohio and Mrs. John J. Gilligan. The attendance of the Saltfork Arts and Crafts Festival was well over 50,000 by the time it reached its 10th anniversary. The continual growth of Grant's business resulted in the construction of a large facility in 1981 located in downtown Cambridge. The building was known as the Centrum. This multifaceted facility provided a place for the community to hold meetings, special events, receptions, even weekend dances for area teens. At the same time, he undertook the challenge of bringing local television to the immediate area through cable casting. By using the local access cable Channel 2, Grant developed a number of programs that highlighted individuals, clubs, and schools in both Cambridge and Caldwell. The Laura Bates Two About Town show aired live weekdays at noon, providing cable viewers with local information and entertainment. Local sports became a regular feature on Channel 2, along with popular annual programs such as Kids and Christmas, the Holiday Parade, the Cambridge City Spelling Bee, Meet the Candidates, Election Night Returns, and other special programming. Under Grant's guidance, Channel 2 has always been there to provide promotion for the local schools and nonprofit organizations. Grant is a doer. He seems to constantly need a challenge. May 20th, 1983, while continuing with the various services of AVC Productions, Grant acquired ownership of the Cambridge radio stations WYLE AM and FM and formed AVC Communications Incorporated. After reorganization, computerization, and automation of the facility in 1984, the simulcast of WYLE AM and WYLE FM was replaced by separate programming, and WYLE FM then became known as WCMJ. In 1989, he built an additional FM radio station, WWKC, licensed to Caldwell. That station initially worked out of a trailer before moving to its final location on College Hill, and the country format has made it extremely popular. By 1991, a fourth FM radio station was on the air, WBMV, built and licensed to Barnesville in Belmont County. In 1994, Grant constructed a fifth radio station, this one licensed to Byesville, which became known as WYLE-FM. And in August of 2002, a sixth radio station, WBIK, owned by Dave Wilson, was built and operated by AVC Communications Incorporated from the College Hill location. The combination of these 6 radio stations provide a unique regional coverage to East Central Ohio with separate formats all operating from a central studio location. At that time, this concept was revolutionary in the broadcasting business and continues to provide extended public service to Guernsey, Noble, and Belmont counties. 1996 saw an increased interest for Grant to return to and develop a business in Arizona. He bought KVRD AM and FM in Cottonwood, Arizona on January 4th and created Yavapai Broadcasting Corporation. Complete remodeling and automation brought the facility to today's standards, and by May 24th, KKLD FM, Prescott Valley, Arizona, was built and added to the operation. This made for the only 3 radio station combo operation in both the Prescott and Verde Valley areas at the time. All 3 stations worked out of a small building and a trailer. In October of 2000, Grant purchased radio stations KVNA AM and FM and KQST FM, operating from Flagstaff, Arizona. Adding those stations to the cluster made Yavapai Broadcasting Corporation the largest group of stations in north central Arizona. A new facility was designed and built to accommodate not only the 6 stations, but also the audio and video production studio, which includes operation of the Verde Valley Cable Access Channel 2. Throughout his 35 years in Cambridge, Grant has been involved in our community as a member of the Cambridge Area Chamber of Commerce. the Cambridge Area Tourist and Recreation Committee, the Cambridge Barn Theater, Cambridge Concert Association, American Cancer Society, Southeastern Ohio Symphony Orchestra, and Grant was an organizing member of the Cambridge Alliance for Progress Committee, bringing the original Main Street program to town. He was the first president of the Degenhardt Paperweight and Glass Museum, and for 3 years directed the development and building of this new tourist attraction. And he is one of the founding fathers of the Cambridge Foundation, now the Guernsey County Foundation, developed to aid in the funding of worthy community projects. In 1976, Grant was honored as Man of the Year by the Daily Jeffersonian for his service to our community. In 2004, he was the recipient of the Cambridge Area Chamber of Commerce Distinguished Public Service Award. In December 2008, the Cambridge Rotary Club presented him with the Service Above Self Award. In December 2009, he received the John Sidlow Standard of Excellence for Vision, Leadership, and Legacy Award. Grant established and continues to fund a Muskingum University scholarship in the name of former AVC engineer John McCants. This award is presented annually to an outstanding radio, TV, communications student that shows aptitude in the technical aspects of broadcasting. Grant donated the equipment needed and set up the facilities to make possible the Electronic Current Events class at Cambridge High School to give students the opportunity to learn video production while at CHS. Grant has supported numerous causes and organizations throughout our area, including the YMCA, Eastern Ohio Arts Guild, Degenhardt Paperweight and Glass Museum, Cambridge Glass Museum, Byesville Scenic Railway, Dickens Victorian Village, and Zane State College. The Guernsey County Courthouse Holiday Light Show was the creation of Grant Hafley. He wanted to build an experience that would give back to the community while at the same time helping to attract visitors to the downtown area for the Dickens Victorian Village project. He generously provided all the funding to develop and create this incredible light show for our community. It's another way that Grant has consistently worked quietly behind the scenes to make a difference in our community. He has never sought recognition for his accomplishments. His associates in the communication industry cherish his friendship. Former employees hold him in high regard. He has always encouraged his employees to be involved in the community and to promote public events. He remains involved with various local activities and aids in promotional and fundraising events. After over 35 years of residence in Ohio, Grant moved to Cottonwood, Arizona, where he resides with his wife, Patricia. They spend part of the year in Arizona and the remainder in what they consider their hometown, Cambridge, Ohio.